Irvine. I'm here with Ruben Ruiz, who is a medical professional. Ruben, what do you do as a nurse and an EMT?
I work with Mission Hospital and also with an EMT field training officer as well with Doctor's Ambulance. So I do a lot of things for the front line, out in the field and also at the hospitals as well, and helping out anybody that needs any medical aid, especially out in the field as an EMT field training officer. I'm working in the ambulance out in the field.
What kind of education is required for your position?
Actually, I started out, I was in business. I decided to get out of the business field as a sales and marketing person. I wanted to go out and make a difference and help out. I went back to school for pre-nursing, emergency medicine, and also as an EMT. And one of the reasons why I wanted to get in the medical field is to help. You always find somebody hurt or something, so I want to make a difference. If it's going to be 1 minute, 5 minutes, or even 15 minutes with a patient or with somebody out in the field, I want to make that type of difference where if I can make them feel better, even make them smile, that's a huge factor. It's always good to know anatomy, physiology, medical term. That's a lot of things that is required into the field. And biology is one of the big factors in medicine, so it's good to have that education, understanding science, understanding what the body functions.
You know that a lot of girls are staying home and families and everything are staying home. What can they do to make sure that they're
Well, I know that you're referring to the coronavirus and the COVID-19. Everyone's staying home, creating that social distancing. So yeah, you have to go out and follow this kind of guidelines. You might not have the serious symptoms, but sometimes when you go home to grandma, auntie, uncle, right, that might have some health concerns. So it's always good to create that social distancing, minimum at least 6 feet. But if you can't, wash your hands. Use a hand sanitizer every single time that you're in an area that you're not known. Wash your hands, soap and water, 20 seconds. Hand sanitizer, every single time you have an opportunity, use hand sanitizer, okay? Have less people in a social gathering, but if you have that social gathering, make sure you have that distance. A lot of times, how it can be transmitted is an airborne virus. So through droplets or airborne. So each time, let's say somebody sneezes, so you have little sprays. It's called droplets. And sometimes those are in there as well. So that's why you always sneeze into something, your elbow, or best to do it in a paper towel or something that you could dispose of. If you take those precautions, it's not as scary as that you think, but I want everybody to know is that you have to go out there and take those precautions. Whatever, you go into a store, wear a mask, just wash your hands, right? So it sounds scary, I know that, but if you follow the guidelines, it won't be that bad. Out in the field, if I'm in the ambulance, I'm still wearing the gloves, the goggles, the mask, the isolation gear. That's what we do to protect ourselves and also protect that patient or that victim. So we're sanitizing every single time at the hospitals, out in the rigs. So we're constantly cleaning.
Since everyone's at home now, is there anything that the kids can do, like in case any emergency happens?
We always accidentally cut ourselves. So you want to go out there and use antiseptic. You want something to clean the wound, the area where it's bleeding. If it's really bad, and you can't put a Band-Aid in direct pressure. So a lot of times we do use something that would be direct pressure. If it does not, if it doesn't stop, then yeah, you might have to call mom and dad and also maybe 911. So a lot of times, if you could put a Band-Aid or a pad, or what we use is like some of these things, just like stoppers. And what we'll do is we'll kind of tear these out and open these things up. So a lot of things that we'll use some of these stoppers, and these are just like rolled gauze, and we'll put this right over and just kind of roll it around. You could do that with cuts and bleeds. So that'll correct direct pressure. Also keep the wound clean. You don't want infection. You don't want anything in there. So what we'll do is we'll roll this all around just like that. So this will go all around it so it keeps it nice and clean and safe. So that's what we use for blood. So what you could do for home items as well is a clean washcloth. Anything that you could put direct pressure on. This is what we call as a jump bag. What we do is we bring it for like big major cuts. We have tourniquets. Okay, we have tourniquets for like arms, legs. Okay, we have bandages. Anything to flush out cuts and open wounds. There's saline water. So we do carry a lot of different things to help us out on scene. I carry, this is one of my own personal medical bags, which I carry for anything.
So how could we reach out to medical professionals for what they're doing to keep us healthy?
Emails, letters, cards to facilities is always highly appreciated. So, or thank them when you see them. Hey, thank you for your service. That's when we're out there working hard out in the field. Just go up to some, a firefighter, somebody that's driving an ambulance, somebody in the ER at the hospital, or a nurse that just got off a shift. Just all I gotta do is just say, thank you for your hard work, thank you for your service. And those words goes a long way. We're here to go out and, make a difference and make a difference in somebody else's lives. That's why we do that, why we work in the medical profession, is we want to help. And that's the only thing why we do it.